The last module in the teaching aptitude area is evaluation systems. So what are the different evaluation systems used in teaching, and what is choice based credit system? So these are the main two topics in the last module. So evaluation system, it is a process which involves the use of different types of activities to assess the outcome of teaching. So it means that when we teach something, have they achieved the desired outcome? Have they understood what we have taught? So to learn about that, it is actually called evaluation. It is to analyze the performance of the students. So we are analyzing the performance, we are analyzing have they understood what we have taught, do they remember what we have taught, have they written the exams well. So it is to analyze the performance of the students. If the student's performance is satisfactory, we can continue with the same teaching methods, but if the student's performance is unsatisfactory, we have to change the teaching methods, we have to change the teaching aids, we have to actually give some thought to the teaching methods. So evaluation system, it should be systematic. The characteristics that I am talking about, the characteristics, it should be systematic, it should be continuous, it should check the all round personality of the student. We should use diverse different procedures and different types of tests. It helps to identify the weakness of the students, and it helps to identify the strength and potential of the students. It should be dynamic and flexible, and there should not be any personal bias. So these are some characteristics of evaluation system. So we can see that some of these some of the teachers do not follow these characteristics. There should be a continuous evaluation, not just one evaluation, not just one test or one seminar. No, there should be a continuous evaluation. There should not be any personal bias. Some teachers have some personal bias towards some excellent students or intelligent students. No, it should not be like that. There should not be any personal bias. Now, what are the elements in evaluation system, or what all should actually be there? What all should be present in an evaluation system? The first one obviously is the evaluator, that is a teacher. The second one is a participant, that is a student. So when we talk about an interview, so the evaluator is actually the interviewer, the participant is the interviewee. In the case of teaching, the evaluator is the teacher, the participant is the student. The next one is purpose. So for what purpose are we teaching, or for what purpose are we interviewing? Maybe it is for admission, maybe it is for a test, maybe it is for an examination, maybe it is for attending a job, or selecting for a job. So what is the purpose? The third element is the purpose. The next one is the resources. Resources means the question papers, the answer sheets, etc. Next one, the analysis. So marks, grades, ranks, etc. These are the analysis. The last one is the decision makers. Maybe it is a teacher, maybe it is a management, so whatever it is. So evaluator, participant, purpose, resources, analysis, and the decision makers. These are some of the elements of evaluation. Now the types of evaluation, we have mainly three types of evaluation. First one is a placement evaluation. It is the evaluation at the beginning of the term. It helps in identifying if the person actually has the qualities or the knowledge for this purpose. So that is a placement evaluation, the evaluation done before the term. Next one is a formative evaluation. It is the evaluation carried out during the learning process. So if there is any problem, the teacher can change the teaching methods. So some tests, so some the class quizzes, etc. are some examples of formative evaluation. The last one is the summative evaluation, which is the evaluation at the end of the term. So the end semester exams, the final examinations are part of summative evaluation. So the placement evaluation is the first evaluation before the starting of the term. The formative evaluation means the evaluation during the learning process or the learning course, and the summative evaluation, which is the evaluation at the end of the term, the final examination or the end semester examination. Then what are some of the techniques of evaluation? What all can we use to evaluate? Many of these we are very familiar with. The first one is tests, maybe class test, maybe internal examination, something like that. The practical examinations, observation, class test or class quizzes, end examination or the semester final examination. So these are some of the techniques of evaluation and how to analyze the performance of a student, or how to understand if the student has understood everything. So this is what evaluation is. These are some of the elements of evaluation and techniques of evaluation. Now the last one is a choice based credit system. This is a new relatively new concept in higher education, whereby most of the institutions, they follow the old mark systems or grade systems. It restricts a student. Actually, a student, what all he has to learn, the institution provides it. What all he or she has to study, the institution provides it. So there is no flexibility, or very less flexibility and very less freedom for the students. So with the coming of a choice based credit system, what happens is just a credit system. So in this system, what happens is, it is told to the students that they only have to achieve this much credit. So which all subjects that they have to study, it is purely up to the student. So the student gets a little more flexibility on what he has to learn and how he has to learn. So a student gets more flexibility. The only restriction they have is, they have to complete a particular amount of credits, that's all. So it gives the student more flexibility. Coming to the the structure of the CBCS, or the choice based credit system, the first one is, it is student centric. Second one is, the student has the freedom to complete the course from different institutions. So if the student completes his first year from one institution, and if a transfer is possible, he can transfer to another institution and continue with his second year. So the student has the freedom to do that. Then the most important thing, the student gets the privilege to choose the subjects that he or she wants to learn. So that is a very important thing. Suppose a student doesn't want to learn a particular subject, he can avoid it. He can study something which he is more interested in. He can study something more which he is capable in. So that actually makes more sense than the education system that we have now. Then there are two types of courses: core course and elective course. The core course is actually important for every student to learn. So if a student takes up commerce subject, there will be some core commerce subjects that he has to definitely learn. If a student takes up physics, there might be some core physics subjects that he definitely has to learn. But apart from that, there are elective courses. That is the second type of course, the elective courses. And from the elective courses, the student can choose any paper that he likes, and he or she can learn it. So that is actually a freedom given, to a flexibility given to the students. Then there are project works, ability enhancement courses, skill enhancement courses like soft skills, interview skills, personal skills, personality skills, then ability enhancement courses, then foundation courses. So what happens is, there are a lot of courses and lot of skills that a student can achieve and acquire during his graduation or post graduation, which makes it flexible and which makes it more student centric. So as I said before, this makes more sense than the education system that we have now. The semester, what happens is, normally there are 2 semesters in a year, and the UGC recommends grade and grade points, letter grades and grade point system for this. So in grade point system, what happens is, if the total grade is 10, so if a student gets 10 marks, he is treated as outstanding. So outstanding 10 marks, excellent, which is A plus that we say, it is 9 marks, A means very good, it is 8 marks, B plus good 7 marks, B above average 6 marks, C is average, which amounts up to 5 marks, and P. So we go from O to C. O is outstanding, then we have A plus, A, B plus, B, C. Then we have P. P means pass or just pass that we say. So the letter grade is 4 marks. Then F is for fail, which is 0 marks, and AB is for absent, also 0 marks. So this is what UGC has recommended, the grade and the grade point systems, or the letter grade and the letter grade systems. And at last, the student gets maybe A plus, B plus, or 10, 9, 8 in different subjects. So at the end of the semester, we calculate the SGPA, the semester grade point average. So we take the total credits, we multiply it by the total grade points, and we divide it by the total credits. Again, we get the SGPA or the SI. So the SGPA is calculated at the end of every semester, and we have something called the CGPA also, which is the cumulative grade point average, where it is calculated on the basis of CI into SI. SI means the SGPA divided by the total credits. So we have the SGPA, which is calculated at the end of every semester, and we have the CGPA, the cumulative grade point average, which is calculated at the end of the degree course or the PG course. So based on this, based on the above, as I said, based on the above grade points, we actually calculate for each subjects. Based on each subjects, we calculate the SGPA for every semester, and based on every semester, we calculate the CGPA. So, this is about the evaluation systems, evaluation techniques and about the choice based credit system.